What is the correct way to pronounce your stage name?
Freco. Like Rico with an F in front of it. So Freco, yeah.
Do people mispronounce this?
All the time they call my shit Freco, Fresco. But I think that's about it, yeah.
Do people misspell it?
All the time. Sometimes they spell like the actual freak and then put an O at the end.
Which one do you notice more, people mispronouncing or misspelling?
Mispronouncing.
Do you correct people when they're wrong?
It always depends on where I'm at and how I'm feeling. And it depends on who you are. Like if you're a fan and you don't know how to pronounce my name, you come out like, oh my god, that's fresh. I'm like, I don't care. As long as you knew who I was. Hey, how you doing?
Now, where did your stage name come from? What's the story behind that?
What, Freako?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, school I wasn't good with the ladies, so they called me Freako Suave trying to be funny. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and like not trying to be funny, like they was making fun of me. Well, they was making fun of me, but it was like they wasn't being bullied or nothing. But they called me Freako. Somebody called me Freako Suave one day because you know what I'm saying, like, being funny. And then I just ran with it. You know what I'm saying? Freako Suave, but it took the Suave off, so Freako. You know what I'm
There was a time when you were going by the name I Hate Freco.
For sure.
Where did that come from?
Um, well, yeah, I had just took the Freako shit and ran with it. So at the time, you know, so I love battle rap. I've been loving battle rap since, you know what I'm saying, since I was a kid. At the time, my favorite battle rapper was named T-Rex. His Twitter name was I Hate T-Rex. So I was like, shit, I hate Freako. And then, yeah, and I just ran with that shit. But I was like a kid when I made that shit, so I just ran with that shit then. So,
Why the name change?
you know what I'm saying, shit, man, because nigga growing up now. So, when I got out, I made a vow I ain't going back to jail. That was like my 8th time just now, you know what I'm saying? So, I got out, made some moves. Recently signed a deal with Sony, so I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, rebrand myself. So, put that young shit behind me, you know what I'm saying? So, it's just Freako now.
And this was a publishing deal with Sony.
Yeah, publishing deal.
And why'd you do that?
I ain't want to sign as no artist, you know what I'm saying? But I'll write for some folks, make some bread. You know what I'm saying?
How did that happen?
Shit, when I got out, my manager was working on moves while I was in there, you know what I'm saying? Shout out D. Scott, you know what I'm saying? So when I got out, it just made saying, I ain't had too much to do with it because, you know what I'm saying? My manager handling the shit, you know what I'm saying? But one day I'm signing some papers, you know what I'm saying? And then next day, I'm in the studio writing for some big names.
Writing with credit or ghost writing? No one knows it's you.
Shit, give a damn, depending on what they trying to do with the record. I'm trying to make money, so I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't give a damn if they know or they don't.
Have any of those songs so far placed?
2. I can't speak on which ones, but 2, yeah. Neither of them dropped yet though, but I know 2 have been placed in there. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I understand where your stage name came from. But when it comes to some stage names, sometimes people incorporate their real name with their stage name. Recording artists, and some of them don't. They have an alias that has nothing to do with their real name. Was that ever a thought for you? Maybe having a stage name incorporating any part of your real name?
Nah, cause when I had the name Freako, when they gave me the name Freako, I wasn't even rapping then. That's what they called me at school. And before that, they called me Lil Cujo before that. When I was at Decatur, all the upperclassmen, juniors and seniors called me Lil Cujo. Um, yeah, so Freako I got that, I kept that and ran with it. So
Where did Lil Cujo come from? The meaning
man,
behind that.
cause niggas would pick on me in middle school, you know what I'm saying? So You know what I'm saying? So like, you know what I'm saying? Middle school was like the 3 years, so 6, 7, 8. So when I was in sixth grade, you know what I'm saying? All the 7th, next graders, you know what I'm saying? We on the football team, basketball team. Everybody just grow up together, you know what I'm saying? They all so if I would get picked on, not even picked on, but like teased or whatever, I'll always be biting back, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Little Cujo. So even when we got to high school, still the same upperclassmen from middle school, we calling me that.
Now, did someone coin this for you? Do you credit someone with that nickname?
Shit, nigga named Tevin. I don't even know what nigga last name is right now. But yeah, nigga named Tevin, man. He was he played football, baseball, and basketball. He did everything at high school. So when he called me that shit, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? So everybody else started calling me that, so it was cool.
So when he actually called you that, he wasn't teasing you.
Nah.
He was just coming up with a nickname of how you were dealing with the teasing.
Shit, it was in a football practice. Yeah, he was a captain.
What about Freco Suave? Do you credit that nickname to someone?
Yeah. I can't remember who said the shit, but I know it was one of the three. Yeah, nigga, Therese and Perez. Cowan, I think that last name. I don't know. Them niggas popping out right now too. They not popping. You know what I'm saying? But they in the streets and they doing shit. They think they part of free bands now. They twins.
Now, were these the only nicknames you had growing up? Lil Cujo and Freco Suave?
Yeah, Lil Cujo, Freco, Suave, and shit. And then before that, before middle school, before high school, my like real actual closer inner friends, like they called me Junebug. But besides that, that was it.
Do you know the story behind that? Or credit?
We were just saying, we all called each other ugly bugs or some different shit. So it'd be Junie or Junebug or something.
Do you credit to that? Do you credit that name to someone specific?
My boy Finale and Keon.
When it comes to your stage name, what's the craziest thing that's ever happened with it, if any?
Like with the name?
Yeah.
I just seen, I know I was the first, when they made Instagram, I was the first one to make I Hate Anything. Because even at the time, you know what I'm saying, who I got the name from originally, his Instagram wasn't even that. So anybody with I Hate Anything, it's from your boy.
Now, when it comes to T-Rex, what drew you to him?
What do you mean?
Why was he your favorite battle rapper?
Shit. Then I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Then, cause now I look at it, then it's like I have a whole, you know what I'm saying, a whole different view on, like, you know what I'm saying, the sound and the punchlines and stuff. But then he was my favorite. So I probably maybe watched like 5 battle raps then, and like out of then, he was like 3 of the videos, and he was my favorite because he was going in at the time. So I just like the nigga that name on Twitter.
Ever had a chance to meet him in real life?
Nah.
Because people do mispronounce or misspell your stage name, was there ever a thought on changing it?
Nah. My actual, like, nah, the only changes I've thought of making was like the I hate part. So I'll be like, oh, is it I am Freco or I love, you know what I'm saying? Just changing that aspect because I didn't want people to hate me. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, fuck it.
So, just for technical purposes, there is music under the name I Hate Freco.
Yeah, all the music before, all the, like, you know what I'm saying, the young nigga Freco is I Hate Freco. So that shit will stay there forever. You know what I'm saying? But me, after getting out, you know what I'm saying, 2020, everything is Freco. So the last single I just dropped is on the radio. Everything is on the Freco. B103, Hot 1079. It's called How to Ride or Ride It Out. It's going crazy on the radio. Don't play with them.
And this was a self-made change or suggested by others when it came to chopping off I Hate?
I've been told to take that off by couple of years, but when I got out and I just felt like making a change, like I'm different. So like, I just felt like that nigga was an old nigga. You know what I'm saying? Somebody needs something new. So
With everything considered, any regret or remorse with the final stage name choice? Freco.
no, it's just me. You know what I'm saying? I might change it. I'm not even gonna change it. You know what I'm saying? I might go by something else, but my actual, you know what I'm saying, the name I'm gonna be dropping music on for the rest of my life is gonna be Freco. But I might change my name to my actual name on some Young Thug shit. You know what I'm saying? How they did to Jeffrey. You know what I'm saying? I might do that one day.
And just, I don't know if it's too early to ask you this question or not, but did the name change from I Hate Freco to Freco? Did that hurt your brand, image, or money at all?
No, I actually boosted.
And for time reference, it's July 2021 now.